The supermarket was unusually quiet that afternoon, the kind of quiet that makes every small sound feel heavier, sharper, like it carries a meaning you can't quite see yet. Single dad Ethan Turner was kneeling in the aisle, comparing two cheap brands of pasta, trying to stretch the last $20 in his wallet. His life had been tight ever since his wife, Claire, passed away 3 years ago, tight in money, tight in time, and tight in the way grief squeezes a heart until even breathing feels like a task. But he was doing his best for his 6-year-old son, Noah, who stood beside him humming softly, unaware of the storm inside his father. Ethan had just reached for the cheaper box when he felt a light tap on his arm, and then heard a child's voice, gentle, curious, and completely unprepared to shatter everything he thought he knew. Before we continue, if you believe in kindness, second chances, and stories that remind us of the good still left in the world, please like this video, share it with someone who needs hope today, comment your thoughts, and subscribe to Everyday Heroes. Your support helps keep these powerful stories alive. Ethan turned, expecting Noah, but it wasn't him. It was a young girl, maybe 7 or 8, wearing a light blue dress and a small pink backpack. Her blonde hair fell across her shoulder as she looked at Ethan with a mixture of innocence and wonder. Then she spoke the words that froze him in place. "Hello, sir, my mother has a tattoo just like yours." Ethan blinked, confused, then instinctively looked down at the tattoo on his forearm, a black soaring eagle Claire had designed for him when they were both barely 20, full of dreams, full of fire. It was a one-of-a-kind design. No artist ever replicated it. Claire had made sure of that. His heart began to pound. The little girl pointed at his arm again, her eyes wide. Behind her stood a woman, elegant, bright-eyed, and holding onto the cart with surprise etched across her face as she hurried to her daughter. Ethan noticed her expression change the moment she saw his tattoo. She froze as if recognizing something she shouldn't, something impossible. Her breath caught, her hands trembled. Ethan felt a strange pull in his chest, the kind that whispers, something here is about to change your life forever. For weeks, maybe months, Ethan had been moving through life like a man underwater, routine, exhaustion, and the quiet ache of missing someone who wasn't coming back. The tattoo was all he had left of Claire, the woman he had loved fiercely, the woman whose absence still clung to the walls of their small apartment. What this child said didn't make sense. Claire never mentioned having a similar tattoo. She never said she shared the design. She never said anything like that. But the mother stepping closer now was staring at Ethan like she had seen a ghost. Her name was Lily. And when she finally gathered enough courage to speak, her voice shook in a way Ethan wasn't prepared for. She explained that she had adopted her daughter, Mia, 4 years ago. That Mia's biological mother had left behind almost nothing except a few personal items, including a sketchbook of drawings of eagles, soaring upward, wings stretched wide. Mia, out of pure childlike honesty, pointed at Ethan because she recognized the same design she had seen in those old drawings. Lily didn't know the tattoo's meaning, but Mia had memorized its shape. Ethan felt his knees weaken. Because suddenly, buried beneath years of grief, something clicked. Claire was an artist. Claire did sketch eagles for months before she finalized his tattoo. And when Claire and Ethan were going through their roughest patch, years before Noah was born, Claire disappeared for a little while, a phase she never talked about again. They had argued, separated briefly, and when she came back, she simply said she needed time. Ethan had no idea what she was hiding during those months, until now. He asked Lily about the dates. Lily gave them. And the world tilted. Claire could have had a child she never told him about. His breath caught, the aisle spinning for a moment as he stared at the little girl whose eyes, soft, blue, shining with innocence, felt painfully familiar. They looked like Claire's. And the realization hit Ethan so hard he had to grip the shelf to steady himself. His lost wife might have had a daughter he never knew existed. A daughter now standing in front of him in a supermarket aisle, pointing at his tattoo as if being drawn to something she had always belonged to. Lily noticed the shock on Ethan's face and gently guided Mia closer, as if sensing something deeper was unfolding. Ethan knelt, his heart trembling as he studied the little girl who could very well be a piece of Claire left behind, a piece he never imagined existed. His voice wavered as he asked questions, and Lily answered everything she could. The timing. The location. The agency. The way Mia had been left with only minimal records. Everything lined up in a way that sent chills through his entire body. Noah stepped closer, sensing something was happening, and Ethan pulled him gently into a hug, feeling the strange merging of the life he knew and the life he never saw coming. He wasn't sure where this discovery would lead. But something in Mia's smile, something in her quiet trust as she held out her small hand toward him, felt like a second chance life was trying to give him, even after everything it took away. In that moment, surrounded by shelves of ordinary products, Ethan felt an extraordinary shift inside his chest. Grief didn't disappear, but something new bloomed beside it: hope. Connection. A possibility he never expected but suddenly needed with all his heart. And as Lily exchanged numbers with him, her eyes soft, her voice trembling with something that felt like its own beginning, Ethan realized their meeting today wasn't random. It felt like fate stitching together pieces of a story that had been separated for too long. If this story touched your heart, please like the video, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to Everyday Heroes for more stories that remind us how beautiful and unexpected life can be. Before you go, leave a comment telling us what you would do if something like this happened in your life. And remember, sometimes the universe brings us the people we need, exactly when we need them most.